Hi everyone, this is Natasha Fernandes, and we are on video number 2 of Building Resilience Through Mindfulness. In video number 2, I'm going to help you understand low moods and the feeling of demotivation. Now, when we talk about feeling low, or when we talk about feeling sad or feeling blue, feeling unmotivated, not wanting to get through the day, not wanting to do a task, does that sound familiar? Because there are so many people throughout the entire planet who go through this issue, okay, who go through this situation, and they do not speak a word to a single soul because they are still figuring it out of how to get out of it. Do they want to get out of it? Do they want to make changes or suddenly feeling motivated? Can you just even begin to feel the fluctuations that take place through your mind? But in all of this, okay, I want to remind you that you have the power to influence your thoughts and your emotions far more than you think. You are not a weak person if you feel low. You are not someone who has no talents and abilities if you feel low. It is just a feeling. And I will teach you how you can begin to, combat that, how you can begin to cope up that and build resilience towards your situation. So here, let us take an example for easy understanding. So let us take an example of this lady called as June. Okay, so June is a single mother. She has two children and she is working in a corporate. What she does is a typical day scenario of what I'm going to explain. She gets home, she finishes her activities for herself, for kids, for dinner, and she's going to sleep in her bed. When she wakes up, okay, she wakes up with the sound of this loud alarm, like loud and screaming alarm. She hits the snooze button. When she hits the snooze button, do you think she's again gone into a relaxed state of sleep? No. She is waiting that, do I have 5 minutes to sleep? Do I have 10 more minutes? Can I have 10 more minutes? Or, so then the entire cycle is on, hitting the snooze button, trying to sleep, but increasing your headache, increasing your irritation, increasing the frustration. Again, hitting the snooze button and then just taking a sneak at her to do list for her day. It's a long list. It's going to be a long day for her. So that is adding up to her irritation. She feels so exhausted in her bed already. And she doesn't want to start the day. She doesn't want to do the day at all. How many of you have felt that way? How many of you wake up tired, wake up irritated, wake up with a headache, wake up without an inch of motivation for beginning the day? So now, is this the cause? What happened in her brain? What happened in her mind? What happened in her body to cause that fatigue? Let us trace the incident back like with just a day. We are not going to review her life, just a day, and I know that you'll get a clue of what's happening here. So just a day prior to this morning, okay, she had a long day at work. She has a project coming up. She needs to make presentations. She couldn't finish that at her office. She has kids waiting at home, so she has rushed home after her late working hours, cooked dinner for the kids, fed them, cleaned them, and again sat for the presentation of the meeting that she has the next day. And she had to finish that because she knows that she needs to reach early to the office. That means she has got into bed late. She has slept late. So when the alarm rang, she must have barely had, a sleep of 3 to 4 hours. And in that, kids waking up 2 times, she feeling thirsty and not having the strength or motivation to go downstairs and even fetch a glass of water for her. So she has just slept dehydrated. Okay. So I am not saying dehydration is a cause of low mood, but dehydration is one of the cause for low moods. How well are you hydrating yourself other than caffeine? Okay. It's a very, like, caffeine works for someone, doesn't work for so many other people. But keeping yourself hydrated with water is very important. Second thing, okay, having a little bit of organization in your life, because if you wake up like this, okay, if now, can you see, is her brain responsible for the entire thing? Are we only supposed to blame, like, this is how the brain works up, and this is like, this neurotransmitters and this hormone and that hormone? No, what our habits lead to such a situation, and our habits, like the chronic habits that we have, which has led to chronic stress. Could she have been a little better? Yes, maybe over a period of time. Now, I'm not saying that everyone has the will and ability to do it. And trust me, even though I have used this word will, I did it on purpose, because these things are nothing to do with willpower. These things are to do with your perseverance and your habit of how you want to design your life and how you want to move forward with it. So, again, jumping to the example of June, okay, when she drags herself out of the bed just because she has, to put her kids to school and get to work and work for them so that, she can earn money and set up her finances, okay, all of that is so frustrating. But we can begin to undo this. For that, we need to know that it's not only your brain that is putting you in this situation. What happens is your body, your relationships, your environment, your diet, your daily thoughts, your memories, your habits, your everything that you do, your environment that you are, everything that you do can make your entire mood toxic and low and not feeling motivated. What the brain actually does is that your brain is just trying to make sense of what is going on. So when she kept hitting the snooze button, okay, every time she hits the snooze button, she knows in her head that, I think it's better she wakes up and gets on with the day, but she doesn't have the motivation to do that. So that conflict that's created in her thought and in her body, like with fatigue and, maybe muscle tension, we don't know all of that. All of that has shot up the stress hormones. And when the stress hormones are shot up, it is trying to shut down the body and saying that no, you cannot go ahead, just relax. But she doesn't have time to relax. So, can you just see the vicious cycle of what so many people put themselves into? How do we break it? Okay, that's where we are coming at. How do we break it? We can break this cycle by relaxation. It may sound very trivial, it may sound very simple, saying that, this is a day-to-day activity, a day-to-day stress. How can just a simple relaxation break this? Relaxation with reflection. So, for example, if you are in this situation, okay, it is just going to take a few seconds for you. Just step back, pause, like really hit the pause button, because it's high time after the pause you hit the reset button for your body and for your mind. So when you hit the pause button, just ask yourself, what am I doing here? What is going on? Like, seriously ask yourself, what is going on? What is happening? How did I feel that feeling? How did I feel that feeling that I don't want to do today at all? How did I come to feel that fatigue? How did I come to feel that frustration? What are the thoughts that led me to this feeling? What am I noticing? What sensations am I noticing in my body? What is happening in my environment? Even if you don't feel that you have a grasp or a grip of the environment, still reflect, pause, and ask yourself, what am I doing this for? What are the emotions that's coming up? What is the behavior every time I do as a result of low mood and frustration? Do I want to change it? Can I change it? So, when you start asking yourself these questions, you will notice that you will begin to slow down a bit. And when you slow down, just practice this very simple breathing technique. You can do it anytime, even without the stress. You can do it like in your lunch breaks. You can do it while you're traveling. You can do it, just before you begin your work, just before you go to sleep. Just close your eyes. And we are going to do this breathing technique that's so simple. When you close your eyes, I want you to inhale deeply at the count of 4 and exhale at the count of 4. And I'm going to help you do this right now. So with me, just close your eyes. And we are going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale 2, 3, 4. Same way, I'm going to count for you. You're going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this a couple of times till your muscles begin to relax. And we're going to add one step to it. You're going to inhale, and please sit up straight. Okay, you're going to inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. We're going to do one more round of it. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. This is a very, very, very useful technique. Even if you have, no background, no practice of yoga or breathing techniques, this is a very simple tool that you can use. Even if you think this is, such a simple thing, how will it help me? My suggestion and recommendation, just try, just start. You don't have to feel like June when you wake up in the morning, still start. Just give it a try and see how you can imbibe positive thinking. I'm not talking about toxic positivity, but how you can begin to feel fresh and start your day, or even throughout the day. If you feel this, this thing hitting you, this low mood hitting you, practice this simple breathing techniques. And I would love to hear in comments of how you felt about it. And in the coming videos, I'm going to introduce more beautiful techniques and simple and easy ones so that you can practice and live a life of mindfulness and build your resilience.
Help Talks are daily health-related talks held at Health Education Library for People, Mumbai, India. For more information visit www.healthlibrary.com. Subscribe to Help Talks channel. Be better informed about your health.